All right, it's time to work on this hot water heater. And first thing I like to do every year is check the anode rod here and open your valve to drain it. Shut your power down. And we're going to open this and see what that looks like. See if we want to put a new one in there. Otherwise, I clean it up, test it, make sure it's working. So let me get this removed. All right, now that's a 15/16, and I've got a little short extension in the socket. I'm going to take it out now. Okay, now this one just had a cap on it, but a lot of people will put an anode rod in, your choice. But one thing before I put that cap back in, whatever I do, I'm going to use a little bit of plumber's tape to make sure I get a good seal. And this is an 08 Itasca Navion we're working on. So I'll reseat that cap. I may order an anode rod or install one on this. I have another trailer and I do put one in there and they seem to work well. So, but you just take that 15/16 and take that off and drain it. This is a safety valve to take any pressure off, and then recap it and fill your tank before you turn this thing back on so you don't burn up your element. Element on this unit is actually on the other side of this panel, so it's on the inside. So alrighty, again, thanks for watching. Okay, now I've snugged it up, so I'm going to close it up and fill it with water, and we're going to test this unit, make sure it's working. We're getting ready to take a road trip, and we want to make sure everything is working, so we're going through the system checks. All right, I've closed that up, and I've hooked up city water, and on a Navion, you can see I still got some leaking where I've been filling the tank. Push your lever on the tank fill, and I monitor the tank inside. I could cap this off, and once I got it approximately 2/3 full, then I come back out, took the hose off and put it on normal mode. And let me show you. Now, you're going to have air in your system. We just flushed that tank out. So when you come in here and you turn your water pump on, it's going to run for a while. You're going to need to open your valve and get the water out of your system. The air out of the system. So that pump is going to keep running when you turn that hot water on until you get that water out. So you turn that pump on and listen to the pump. Now it should stop. That means you have no leak in your system. If that pump stays on constantly, you've got a leak somewhere. But when you first flush your hot water heater and you come back in here and turn this hot on, that pump's going to run for a while because it's going to sputter until the air is out. And see, I've got the air out of the system now. So that's where I want to be. So now we are finished, and all we have to do now is I'm going to roll over and actually fire up that hot water heater and make sure that it's working. All right, so I turned the gas on and LP, and I flipped the switch, and you can hear the burner. So it's heating hot water now. So